The first advertisement is a former ad from the Apple company regarding their upcoming cell phone. The fallacy here is the appeal bandwagon due to how it states that so many people love the product and inviting the consumer in a questioning way like, so why don't you also love it? In this appeal, the ad is faulty because the consumer is convinced to run with the crowd because it is something that everyone is doing, and if he does not do it, he will be, in a way, left out. The target audience for the Apple ad would be mostly young people who want to be part of the crowd and included. The message of this ad is since everyone is loving the new smartphone, then you should buy it too and love it alongside other people who also have it. However, the message is merely being suggested and not being told flat out. Regarding our society, this says that in our society there's people who try as much as they can to be part of the mainstream culture. This second ad is regarding Colgate and how they use their numbers to appeal to the customers. Where it states how this brand is the number one recommended by dentists, it is demonstrating the fallacy, vague authority. This is a logical fallacy here because this ad does not clarify what dentists were the ones to rate this toothpaste as number one. There needs to be at least a specific name here or there in order to prove the credibility of this claim. The target audience for this ad is people who are looking for the healthiest alternative when it comes to their hygiene. The message here is that since it's the number one recommended brand by dentists, then it should prove credible enough for the consumers to buy. In society, this depicts how numbers can make people to be more inclined toward a certain product or idea for allegedly being number one. This third advertisement from DirecTV depicts the prediction of a sequencing of events.
When your cable company keeps you on hold, you get angry. When you get angry, you go blow off steam. When you go blow off steam, accidents happen. When accidents happen, you get an eye patch. When you get an eye patch, people think you're tough. When people think you're tough, people want to see how tough. And when people want to see how tough, you wake up in a roadside ditch. Don't wake up in a roadside ditch. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
In this particular commercial, the slippery soap starts with the cable fading and the company not responding. Then it just keeps escalating into something worse until you end up somewhere you don't want to be. Yet this is a fallacy because it is impossible to determine a certain sequence of events from happening. The target audience for this commercial or this company is people who have cable and are experiencing some type of issue with their current cable or are looking for a new type of cable. The message is, why go through all this trouble in the first place when instead you can get something good that will not make you go through all the trouble? In society, this ad states that there is a group of people out there that are going through some bad and unfortunate sequence of events that must have some correlation with you. The fourth advertisement is a Colgate commercial that states how a title can and cannot be used.
Fact. Some of your favorite foods, including wine, can deeply stain teeth. Unfortunately, ordinary whitening toothpaste can only whiten the tooth's surface. Colgate Optic White is different. It has hydrogen peroxide that goes below the surface to deeply whiten. For a smile, it's 4 shades visibly whiter. So eat what you like. Just make sure you brush with Colgate Optic White. Colgate Optic White. Whitening that works.
This commercial shows signs of errors in reasoning. To be more specific, it's errors in suspect authority. This commercial has its fallacies because the one recommending the product is a food science expert, and this man is giving information that usually a dentist or someone who would know more about teeth rather than food would tell us. The target audience is anyone seeking good oral hygiene or in a search of a better toothpaste because their old one isn't quite cutting it. The message here is that you should buy this toothpaste because regular toothpaste only cleans a certain part of the teeth. By using an informal with a title, people tend to credit every bit of information that person gives them, making it sound more convincing. In society, this tells us that people will believe anything someone with a title and platform will say. The fifth advertisement is an Old Spice commercial that uses an analogy incorrectly.
Your man. Now back to me. Now back at your man. Now back to me. Sadly, he isn't me. But if he stopped using lady-scented body wash and switched to Old Spice, he could smell like he's me. Look down. Back up. Where are you? You're on a boat with the man your man could smell like. What's in your hand? Back at me. I have it. It's an oyster with 2 tickets to that thing you love. Look again. The tickets are now diamonds. Anything is possible when your man smells like Old Spice and not a lady. I'm on a horse.
This advertisement uses the logical fallacy known as false analogy, the analogy being that this man is the ultimate supreme form of man merely because he uses Old Spice body wash, so therefore only men who use Old Spice can be considered a man like the man in the commercial. The target audience for this ad are men who wish to be more attractive looking to other females. The message for this advertisement is that for you to be a man and impress other women that you wish to impress, you must use Old Spice. The way this commercial portrays is by showing the man all young boys want to be. In society, men are finding different ways to get to women.